Hello. So today I want to talk about how to sort of lessen the burden the system has on your life. Because as I'm sure many are aware of, it's not just about hard work. The system's kind of rigged, isn't it? That's not a see. The system has this common gaslight. It's like that overworking yourself is somehow noble, that hard work is somehow noble. So the problem is often you work harder, but the value you generate doesn't really go to you, does it? It goes to, for example, your employer. Like, let's say you're paid hourly. Like, if you work more or less, you're not getting anything from the extra value you provide, right? So what's so noble about working hard, being tired, not attending to your loved ones, relationships, not sleeping well, not focusing on mental health, not focusing on health in general, you know, all for some arbitrary dream of success that you have been taught to value, that's largely dependent on luck or a bunch of other conditions you have no influence over. So tell me, does that seem like it makes sense? See, laziness is like the biggest gaslight of the system, calling people lazy for not wanting to be burnt out constantly. Now, I might add that some parts of the world right now are genuinely a little messed up. Like, just survival itself has become nearly impossible. Like, I understand that. So, yeah, feels bad. Like, the advice I'm gonna give is not generally applicable. It's if you can, this helps. If you can't, you know, good luck. I can't say there's anything general. But first thing that helps you free yourself from the system is abandoning your desire in a way. And that's not resignation, right? Desire is how they control you. Because you want things, you're willing to put in more work to get them. But those things have been taught to you to want them. They taught you since you were a kid. This is valuable. You should want this. Have you ever truly examined your goals and desires? See where they came from. See if they even make sense. See clearly how much burden they cause on your life. How much extra work you do for your sensuality, for example. Like, let's say you drink a coffee every day. That's like, let's say $2 here. I'm like lowballing it. It's probably more. Some people drink even 2 a day, but let's keep it at 1 a day. That's $60 a month for coffee, when you can quit caffeine and get your sleep schedule more in order. But because some people prefer to brain rot before bed, they have poorer sleep. Like, so how do you sort of free yourself? First, see where you can actually save money. See where you're just addicted to stuff and go through the effort to quit it. And a lot of people use these things as copes because life is hard and they need their little thing. And I understand that to some degree that helps deal with it. But trust me, if you get your sleep in order, now I can't say I have my sleep perfectly in order. But that's due to not lack of discipline. I just sort of live in a very loud environment, so I often get woken up at night. But that's a different thing. But you can still do your best to get your sleep in order. You know, quit caffeine, for example. That could be step one. Like, quit these small things. You know, quit these small things where you spend money that compounds over time. And save that money instead. Like, instead of coffee, put it in a savings jar and see how it builds up over time. So first tip I would give is see where you're just spending money on convenience and try to eliminate that. right? The goal is not to work more and make more money. The goal is to free up time by giving up things that you don't need. Because see, the system literally runs on your desire. It wants you to want these things, to need these things, and then it extracts labor from you, right? So if you want to be less extracted, depend less on what the system provides. That's the only way. It's not laziness, it's not giving up, that's just wise. If you see that the system is rigged, that wealth is largely concentrated, that there's nepotism, that there's, you know, luck, or that you have to sacrifice integrity or morals to make more money, don't sacrifice the integrity, don't sacrifice your morals. Give up these conveniences and bad habits. See how you can save money there, right? Then if you have hobbies that cost a lot of money, give them up. Give up your expensive hobbies. And save that money. If you can't afford it, save it. Get yourself a buffer, right? Basically give up everything you can. Find enjoyment in simplicity, in taking walks in nature if you can, in meditation, in reading a book maybe you borrowed from the library, and, you know, change. If something is expensive, if something is burdensome, if something requires a lot of maintenance, don't cling to it, don't hold on to it, abandon it, right? How to free yourself from the system? Depend less on the system. See where you're dependent and try to abandon it, remove it, make it like a palm stump where it doesn't come back. Endure the separation from your passions and let them burn out. Let the passion die, because the system is gaslighting you. It's gaslighting you that you should follow your passion. It's gaslighting you that you should want luxury and convenience and comfort. It's gaslighting you that working hard is noble. I'm not talking about laziness, but work hard on your mental health. Work hard on your physical health. Hang out with people more. See your friends, see your family. You know, not pleasure maxing, not passion maxing. That's just greed disguised as ambition. Like, don't let it gaslight you. Laziness is the biggest gaslight of the system, that working hard is noble. Don't do that. Don't fall for it. Don't let them extract you infinitely for your conveniences and pleasures. Don't let these things, you know, get you. Be moderate in eating. Don't work out for vanity, to look good. Work out for health. You know, completely reorganize your life around simplicity, needing less. And yeah, I'm sure survival is hard, but see how much money you're probably leaking. Like, work part-time instead of full-time if you can. If you can live with your parents and they're cool with it, live with your parents. There's nothing ignoble of taking the cheaper residence. Because why? In the past, no one moved out. Very rarely. Like, yeah, of course, if you have a toxic family and you genuinely need to move out, I support that. But like, all it does is it splits the cleaning, it splits the cooking, it splits the childcare, whatever. Stay where it's cheapest to stay. Stop being prideful. Stop caring about what people think. Are you noble enough? Are you in? You can be independent and still be dependent. You're never truly independent, right? Don't be a burden. You know, pull your weight, but also like, don't just let the system tell you what the milestones are. You have to move out by this age. You have to earn this much. You have to have an get a cheap car. Get a cheap, reliable old car. Fix it up for cheap and drive it. Don't get an expensive car that has expensive maintenance. Figure it out. You know, cut corners. Don't cut on quality, cut corners. Like, I give an example. I drive a cheap car. I fixed it up. It works well. Costs me like 200 insurance. I work close to home, as close as I can. I don't have to pay for gas as much. I don't have to fix up my car as much. You know, now, of course, I'm not saying anyone can do this. This is not general advice. I'm just giving ideas, brainstorming. First, see everywhere you can save money. Everything you don't need, everything that's just convenience. Your desire is not something you need to satisfy. That's the biggest gaslight. You don't need to satisfy desire. It's not suppression. Desire is conditioned. Why do you like things? Because you were told they're nice. Because you had pleasant experiences with them. That's just a conditioned pattern. You've given up things in the past and you've gained new things in the future. Actually make an effort to retrain your mind, reorganize your life around simplicity. That's how you get free from the system, not by depending on it, but by slowly depending on it less. You're never truly gonna be fully free. A lot of your food comes from the system, of course, but you can be less bound by it, less dependent on it. So yeah, what I'm saying is not a comfortable thing to hear. It's not like, oh, you can be free from the system and get everything you want. No. You having strong desires and preferences is what binds you to the system itself. You wanting to dress well, you wanting to have a fancy car, you wanting to have expensive meals out, you wanting that coffee every day, you wanting that little convenience every day, you wanting a new phone instead of, for example, replacing the battery on the old one. It's this that drains your money. So what you do, you eliminate all of these things gradually. You save up a buffer, and now that you have a financial buffer, you're no longer bound to your shitty job. Find a job that's closer to your home. Find the cheapest home. Basically, live frugally, live simply. That's how you free yourself from the system, not by making your life more complex, by simplifying everything, less and less and less and less. That's how you live better. That's healthier for the mind. The mind is less cluttered, less burdened. You might not agree with me and see where that leads you, but I'm talking from experience. And the more I simplify, the better life seems to be. The more time I have for leisure, as in taking walks in the forest or doing meditation, reading a book, spending time with people I like. Things that are not material, not driven strongly by sensuality, because sensuality is a trap, it's a burden. Your desires, your passions, they're a burden. They're what's trapping you in the system. That's what the system wants you to want. Of course, you're gonna be extracted more if you wanna achieve something. Like, if you can't achieve a family, fuck it. You can't achieve a family right now. Fuck it. I know that sounds dark, but like, I'm not complaining. I'm trying to say, look at the present conditions, look at which things bind you to this exploitative system, and eliminate them. If one of the conditions is you have a passion for something, eliminate that passion. Don't follow it. Don't follow your passion. If your passion causes you suffering, if it binds you to exploitation, don't follow it. Not everything needs to be pursued. Not everything needs to be pursued. Simplify your life. That's what's gonna free you. I know I keep repeating the same thing, but I really want to drill it in. You don't need to achieve everything you want. You don't. Mental health is more important. Health is more important. Loved ones are more important. Your own autonomy and time is more important than your sensual desires. That should be secondary. That shouldn't be the driving force of your life. Discipline yourself. Train your mind. Let go of unnecessary burdens. See the joy in simplicity. I know I got a little intense there. But yeah, just see it, bro. Living simply is not bad. It's freeing, it's liberating, and it's just the start of being a little less dependent on exploitation. Thanks for watching. See you in another video.